Let's talk about 3 feminine traits Black women possess that white men find absolutely irresistible. I want to emphasize the feminine traits Black women commonly possess because so often Black women are accused of being overly masculine, and these accusations get to the point where Black women are either questioned or just outright denied our womanhood. And due to a variety of reasons, many Black women do tend to lean into their masculine side at a disproportionate rate to their feminine side. Anything in excess can grow exhausting and can become really unattractive. For example, there's the passionate nature that is inherent to many Black women. But when this nature resides too long in the masculine sphere, it ultimately begins expressing itself in women overworking themselves, women becoming very short-tempered, very loud, and sometimes overly aggressive, and all of the behaviors that lead to that stereotypical trope of the angry Black woman. However, when this energy is properly channeled and properly balanced, it can be an incredibly attractive trait that women possess. Properly channeling this energy looks like taking that passion that you have and pouring it into your hobbies and your interests, such as reading or writing or gardening or painting or drawing. It also looks like taking care of your mind, body, and soul by eating nutritious foods, making sure that you are moving your body, and also nurturing your soul by strengthening your relationship to your creator, whether that is God or Allah or Krishna or just the universe. This passionate nature can allow Black women to live such rich, fulfilling lives that actually commonly expresses itself in my second most feminine trait that Black women often possess and exude, which is our love for ever-changing styles. Black women are beauty connoisseurs. They are the girls that live at Sephora and at Ulta, and those girls are me. I am those girls. And there are the girls who whip up their own conditioners and masks and various creams at home in their kitchen or in their bathroom or in their bedroom. And not to mention the myriad of hairstyles that Black women rock and just do so well, sometimes on a monthly, weekly, or even daily basis. Just like our passion and making sure that we're properly channeling that energy, it's really important that we are really intentional and thoughtful about the styles that we pick to express ourselves. Now, don't get me wrong, I 100% believe that grown women should do whatever grown women want to do. The end, full stop. However, I do think it's important to be realistic and to recognize that different looks command different reactions, different responses, and different perceptions. And when we present ourselves in an overly and sometimes even aggressively sexualized way, and especially if we do so in a manner that is really excessive and again just disproportionate and in excess, then what ends up happening is that we begin to dilute our overall image. And if we dilute our image, then we are ultimately diluting the perception that others will have of us. And again, it's just all about balance. I'm the type of girl who I love a beautiful pair of heels and a form-fitting dress, and at the same time I love a pair of overalls and my rain boots. And that playfulness and attention to detail when it comes to our styles is such a feminine trait that so many Black women possess. And it can be so attractive to white men, especially white men who maybe have not grown up with a lot of exposure to Black women, seeing us change our styles, whether it's our clothing or our makeup or especially our hairstyles, that can be so alluring to them, and again, just so attractive to them. And when you as a woman take the time to nurture yourself, to nourish yourself, and to indulge and just care for yourself, you are indirectly nourishing and nurturing your loved ones as well. Which leads me to my third and final feminine trait that so many Black women possess, which is the love that we have for our loved ones. Now, do not get me wrong, I am by no means saying that Black women are the only women or even the only people who care deeply and dearly for their loved ones. That is not true. And as I have noted in previous videos, there are many Black women who don't necessarily exude warmth. There are Black women who are cold and who are callous and who actually can pass down really toxic, misogynistic, racist, just awful advice and trauma to their offspring. Let me be clear, there are many Black women who do fall short in the nurturing department. I would like to think that even with their bad advice that they pass on, I would like to think that they have good intentions and that they are just doing the best they can with the little to no information that they have. And those women aside, there are so many Black women who love their loved ones so fiercely and just so deeply and unabashedly. They're not just fierce in their love, but in their loyalty as well. In fact, so many Black women are loyal to a fault. They are loyal to the point in which they compromise themselves, they compromise their values, their standards, their desires. And of course, in moderation, and with someone who cares for you and who values your boundaries and who you are as a person, that loyalty, that just deep compassion and love that so many Black women have for their loved ones, that is such an attractive trait. And there are so many white men who, again, it's that passion that Black women have, find it to be so beautiful and just find the love that often is present in many Black families to be so attractive. And you know, as we know, it's usually the women who cultivate that love and that warmth. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching tonight's video. I hope that you enjoyed. And until next time, stay safe, be well, and I'll see you soon. Bye everyone.